Hello everyone, welcome to Positron Plays XCOM 2. You excited? I'm excited. So XCOM 2 just came out. I played a lot of XCOM 1, obviously not on the channel, that was kind of before I started the channel. But yeah, let's just hop right in here and talk a little bit more about the game. We're going to play on Commander for now. It's basically the equivalent of Classic if you played XCOM Enemy Unknown. Not technically XCOM 1. We are going to do the tutorial because it has a lot of story beats that I think are important. And I'll have subtitles on. Enabling the tutorial means I can't enable Iron Man mode. So I'm going to kind of do pseudo Iron Man, basically for the sake of the playthrough. I'm not going to save scum it, but if we have a total squad wipe that completely kills the ability to finish the game, then I will probably reload. And depending on what the mission was, I'll either do that on camera or off camera. So we kind of have like an alternate reality thing. If you watch me play Valkyria Chronicles, I kind of did a similar thing there. I think it worked out pretty well. Also, the cutscenes are pretty damn loud, so I apologize about that. I can't actually separate the volumes.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Boom.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to.
So I'll have a little more time to talk here in this tutorial mission because it is totally scripted, so.
You need to get out of sight. Grab some cover near that low wall.
This is basically just going to explain the basic mechanics. So if you've never played XCOM, or it's been a while since you played XCOM Enemy Unknown, get a little refresher. But the base story of this, if it wasn't totally obvious by the intro cutscene, is basically it takes the events of the XCOM 1 game, or XCOM Enemy Unknown is probably the better way to put it, and essentially assumes that you lost. So this is basically the 20 years in the future after the XCOM project failed. And now Advent is around and things are not so good for everyone. So I'm playing Commander difficulty, which is classic. I've heard this is brutally difficult.
Precision. We're gonna have to go through them. Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike.
Copy that.
Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set. We'll only get one shot at this.
In the shadows.
So this is the new mechanic in XCOM 2 called concealment. Essentially, it is stealth mode. You start most missions this way. You will start in stealth. They can't see you. Basically, it's flipping the tables. So, whereas in XCOM Enemy Unknown, aliens can move around all the way and they got the jump on you. Now you have the opportunity to get the jump on them. Much, much different. It's actually a really awesome mechanic.
They'll be spotted for sure and we'll lose our advantage.
Also, kind of continuing from XCOM Enemy Unknown, everything is super clearly labeled. There are, well, as long as you are observant, there are no mistakes in movement. Everything is super clearly labeled. It is about the strategy, not the kind of guess and check of movement.
They may have the numbers, but we've got surprise on our side. Hopefully that's enough.
Also, you have to let me know if the audio is okay. I've toyed around with it a bit, but cutscenes are just super loud. It's tied to everything else.
You and me both. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to take out those remaining soldiers.
I've got the trap on them. Permission to engage.
Do it.
Alright, buddy. I believe in you. You can do what I say. Yeah, there you go, pal. There's also, you'll notice that after we kill someone, well, they're going to move around here. So when you break concealment on one unit, it breaks concealment on everyone. And then it gives the enemies a turn to move, basically. You can definitely use this extremely to your advantage, though.
They can see you now. How about you all shoot first and celebrate later? No problem.
Yeah, so concealment is broken, so we are free to move up. And you're probably thinking, if you're a veteran of XCOM, boy, these are really terrible moves. Yes, they are. This is the tutorial, though. You don't have a choice. This is all a scripted mission, basically. So we'll get into the tactical stuff pretty damn soon after this, but for this, it's kind of showing you the basics. And I don't want to skip this again because there's a lot of story stuff here. You also notice that pretty much everything is destructible, more so than Enemy Unknown. There's a lot more stuff you can do with the destructible terrain at this point. A lot more advantages. Yeah, that's what happens when you get flanked. It's alright, Anna. Ms. Ramirez, if you will.
No, Crasher 2 is down. She's gone.
Damn it! You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
So that's how you want to play it. Okay.
Nice work.
Usei is pissed.
Get around you.
Now you thinking, or? There we go.
Let's see how you like this.
Yeah, so what I was going to say before is you'll notice after someone is killed, or kind of like between alien turns sometimes, there's kind of like this like 1 to 3 second pause. That's actually part of the game. It's not like a performance issue in my computer or anything, so nice shot. We're going to see a familiar face here in a moment. Well, at least if you played Enemy Unknown.
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Central, reporting in.
Oh, yeah.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
Taking in the sights.
What the hell are these things?
They're us. At least there used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change. Let's move.
Looks like that transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side.
So if you remember your second in command from Enemy Unknown, otherwise known as Central, He is back again. A little more on the ass-kicking side this time.
I'm on it. Keep your eyes peeled. Fire on anything that moves.
He wants us to be mean to Overwatch here? Yeah.
The main entrance is clear. We need to move on the package.
So you won't see it now. Also, this is a piece of loot. There's a new feature in XCOM 2. Enemies can drop loot. These are things like weapon attachments and things like that that you can use.
Menace 3, you're up.
Hold up. You should check that body for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point. Better move fast, though. I've heard rumors Advent rigs their stuff to self-destruct.
Also, you will see my cursor on screen. I am using mouse and keyboard here. Game is very well playable with a controller, though, much like Enemy Unknown. I'll try to keep it off screen on cutscenes. I'll try to be aware of that.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place.
Yes.
Yeah, what he said. So anytime we go into Overwatch, we get this kind of Overwatch camera. So it's very easy to see where the shots are coming from, who's shooting who, things like that.
Fall back to our position.
Just go. I'll try to stall him here.
Alright, Osei, but seems like a bad idea, pal. That's curiosity. Oh no, I actually have to fire this guy. Alright. Yeah, it was a pretty poor shot there, my friend.
What the?
I'm going for the door.
So whenever we have to open a door or a locked structure of some sort,
You should be able to come
we're gonna get this little hacking thing you're gonna see pop up here in a
We're never
second.
expecting anyone to get this close.
We'll pop up a new option on our menu, and we'll go into this hacking interface. And when we hack, oh, it's actually kind of cool. It's actually a different camera angle than I had last time, just because of the way I was facing. But yeah, so when you hack, you get a choice of two options, and based on your tech score, you'll have a different chance. And they'll tell you, you know, if you gain something or if you fail. We're obviously not going to get a 6% here. But hacking seems to be a pretty big part of the game. It adds a lot of really cool, different effects to what goes on. All right, let's bring Central in here, otherwise known as John Bradford.
Let's hope our intel was good.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Looks like there's an access panel attached. If you got me a better look, I might be able to...
Next time.
There's your access panel.
Let's get out of here.
So, another new feature of XCOM 2 is you can pick up any unconscious units. And with the new kind of
Advent security grid just lit up.
variable extraction system that you can have, if you have units that are unconscious, you actually need to extract them. You can't just leave them behind. I believe it's a mission, if it's a mission where you don't have to manually extract, yeah, sorry, Osei. Yeah, I think if it's a mission you don't have to manually extract, if you complete the objective, they're automatically saved. But otherwise, you have to extract them as well.
Central, Crasher 1 is down. You have to get out of there.
What's also interesting about that is it means that if you have a unit that's bleeding out, you can extract them faster and get them out of there. However, it does mean that you'll lose one of your active units as well. Alright, let's blow up a wall here.
Fire in the hole.
I have to figure out the hotkeys for a lot of these because the numerical hotkeys actually change depending on what options are available, and that's gonna have me make a mistake here at some point. Yeah, so I was saying there, you move at full speed, or rather at least full distance when you're carrying someone. It seems a little silly, but I think it actually sounds like a good gameplay balance, so I think it works out well. You can't take cover, you just can't fire while you're carrying someone. Your hands are full in more ways than one. It was a little close call there, Jane. These starter units are actually static. Jane Kelly seems to be an important story individual. And Osei and Ramirez are also, unfortunately, the first two casualties of the new war, as it were.
We need an immediate evac. Get us out of here.
So this is showing off the new system. You can call for extraction, and you can put it at a custom location. It's pretty cool. You can't use it everywhere, and you obviously can't use it like indoors or anything, but you can definitely use it to save your bacon now and then.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
We're coming home.
I don't know what that is, but it's probably not friendly. Also, this game is really pretty.
Carefully! There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago. We were still calling it a war back then. We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion.
Don't call it that.
I've managed to identify the connection. Preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
Doctor! No signal.
Pupillary response normal. Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told them it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander.
Oh, look, it's us. We were in a tube. Also, in case you ever wanted to be aware of your own eyelashes.
Glad to see you're finally coming out of it. Don't envy the headache you must have, though. Still, can't fault Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up. Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tygan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me. It's damn good to have you back, Commander.
I am very appreciative that you came and rescued me, but boy, nobody else could lead this thing in the past 20 years.
Commander, to the research labs.
So we have the archives here. Gives a little bit of information. We'll go through and I'll pause on each one of these for a second here, in case you want to read them. Then you have the option to. At this point, we're still in tutorial mode, so we have to go through here. You'll see our new base of operations here in a moment, too.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tygan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander. On your order, Commander.
So here's our new research pal.
For possible insights as to its function.
Also, my own observations, I noticed he's got a huge scar on the back of his head. And looking at those scans, he said he was in Advent for a while, so I'm assuming that he had one of these chips in his head as well that was removed. Doesn't seem like a fun process. Here we have to research this. Tutorial time.
Begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
That research will keep Tygan busy for a while. In the meantime, you might want to head down to the armory.
Oh, okay.
Commander, Jane Kelly was instrumental in the op to get you back. She earned enough experience for a promotion. We should take care of that now.
I noticed too she's got the old XCOM symbol on her chest. I think that's it's kind of a nod to she was, you know, part of the thing before, although it seems like she's pretty young. But I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we can promote her here.
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
So the Ranger is basically your assault from XCOM Enemy Unknown. They carry a shotgun and a machete. They don't use pistols. They just use... Oh, that's a really funny looking... That looks like a little glitch there. We see that she's got backwards baseball cap on and bald. But yeah, so assaults or Rangers use shotguns and machetes close range. They can dash and slash. A lot of cool new stuff. Yeah, so this is kind of our situation here. I believe we are in like an alien vessel we've kind of stolen for ourselves.
I heard you, Shen. When we get the thing, you'll be the first to know.
Attention. Unauthorized presence detected.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior Command Exchange confirmed.
I had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something. A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find.
Is it Tashi Station?
To a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down. If we can bring this converter back in one piece, we might actually get this place up and running and give the aliens a real war for a change. The squad is prepped and ready to launch on your order, Commander. Just give the word.
Alright, and here's our new loadout screen. Unfortunately, I can't play around with it much right now because we are in tutorial mode still. But you kind of get this situation here. I believe these are different units every time. Yeah, these are now our randomized units. Nice shades there, girl. But yeah, so we will continue next time with this first mission. This is first mission 2, or the second tutorial mission is actually the first mission when you get full control and you can succeed or fail on your own terms. So we will do that next time. If you want to be included in the game, or rather you want to have your name used or something, leave a comment, let me know. There's actually a character creator that you can use and you just throw them into the pool. So that way if you want to have names in there but you don't want to necessarily name them on the fly, they can just show up randomly. They can be VIPs, they can be enemy VIPs, like capture targets, or they can show up as soldiers. Kind of a cool thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like, helps out a lot, lets me know if you're interested in new series like this. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you soon.